Hey, let's see if I can get this specific channeling out with the company of my wonderful, perfect, beautiful, attention seeking cat. I love that. It's an interesting one. We have an extension of a card that has fallen out before. Okay, doll. Okay, cool. Wow. So we have the Six of Wands, and then the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. And I think it's worth noting that those two cards fell out like very, very, they fell out very intentionally. They fell out with a very focused kind of like, I want to appear. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles beneath the deck. So I'm getting the frequency of someone, I'm getting the energy of a start over, of a do over. And I'm getting that it turns out. So I guess this is an extension of the Six of Swords reading that I did, the specific message that I did prior to this one, I think. But I mean, if you're meant to find it and watch it, then you'll find it and watch it. In that reading, the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands fell out. And I guess, like I'm saying, this is an extension of that. Now I'm diving into an even more specific message of someone starting over and someone starting over materially and turns out successful, and it ends up being something that feeds you on a spiritual level. So you may think that you're just changing jobs, or you're just like moving from one career path to another, or you're deciding, I don't know, maybe to start a business. And this is also giving. This is the frequency of someone looking to start a business that builds generational wealth for them and their community. Or someone investing in some kind of earthly decision. This could even be a marriage, because it's a new start to your material well-being. You know what I mean? Anything really. But this is someone embarking on that with the idea of longevity. If that is what resonates with you right now, then know that this reading is basically a heads up that you're going to be successful. And thank you for making that decision. You have no idea how important this is. This time in your life, you have no idea what you've done. You've done something huge here that's going to yield such incredible rewards in the long term that I'm not getting a shock. I'm getting that you knew exactly what you were doing. This is someone who makes a who makes a decision that looks like it didn't take foresight, but it did. And it looks like it didn't take foresight because of how much you have to sacrifice in order to start over, how willing you are to be the person who starts over, to be the amateur again. Being willing to humble your ego in that way, especially now during a time when the ego is getting a boost through the Aries archetype via tropical astrology, I think is one of the most long-term decisions you can make right now. Like it's guaranteed success because of what you're willing to humble yourself to. There's something very opening about a willingness to be an amateur again, and the willingness to make mistakes. I'm getting that this may be part of the journey in your decision to start over. That when you agree to start over, yes, you're agreeing to be a beginner. You're agreeing to be not so good at something. And that is difficult to do. And the energy that it takes to do that, the energy it takes to show up to that discomfort and difficulty will obviously lead to rewards. Like success is imminent. You know what I mean? Sorry. If, of course, none of this resonates, and maybe you're sitting on a place just before deciding to embark on this journey, or you're watching this reading as a motivation to embark on this journey, it is giving very directly career coded, though. More career coded than it is what I'd mentioned, but I am also receiving a sense of community. So maybe this could be a decision to embark to become less individual and more part of a group, part of something, you know? Yeah, I'd forgotten the thought that I had before, so I'm just going to shuffle from the intuitive tarot now. Yeah. This would have to obviously be addressed in general. I mean, if you're walking the steps towards like long-term wealth, and this is not just wealth in the money sense, it's also wealth in the mindset sense. If you're walking towards this kind of state, then you have to address all of this stuff. And with this card showing up, it seems like that's the foundation. So that maybe all this chat of success didn't exactly hit. And you know what? Fair. I can't force you to like believe in what I have to say. It's all your call. And if anything, I'm actually like always happy to know of people who disagree and contradictions, all that stuff is healthy. So good. Either way, your life will play out though. And with these cards and with the energy I'm feeling right now, either way, you will be successful in whatever it is, whatever your pursuits are. We have feelings of scarcity that may manifest in reality, protectiveness, changing your attitude to money to a more open model, seeing it as a flow of energy and not a finite substance, looking for a more sustaining way of life. Yeah. That last sentence feels like it hits because of the presence of the Two of Wands as well, looking for a more sustaining way of life. And it's giving sustainability in the energetic sense, not just in the money sense, but in like, you may be in a situation where you're finding yourself working so hard for money. That's all right. But the hard work and the energy that you're putting into this life, this way of living that you have now, is not sustainable energetically. You are going to burn out, or you're going to keep reaching cycles of burnout and spending money on ways that you can relax and then getting burnt out again. And it's just like an annoying cycle that you can break by being willing to start again, which again is promised success on the other side. But every journey comes with its difficulties, and you just need to be willing to face those difficulties, which you're always going to be capable of, because if the journey is for you, then it's for you. And plus, it also gets a sense I'm reading for someone who's very strong. You're covered, you're protected spiritually, energetically, obviously, but you're also covered by a sense of resilience that you are able to really pull upon, that maybe you're even tired of calling upon, but you have it. So that fact alone is like you have it. It is the matter of being willing to go on the journey, and enjoy it while you can. Enjoy the journey. Thank you for watching. I really hope that this was helpful. This is a very important energy to address. The lack just doesn't suit. So I hope it was helpful, if anything, in addressing that and thinking of new ways around it. I'll see you in the next reading.